Let's
So,
pretend we're live, even if we're not. All right, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Thank you for tuning in to Thriving Thursday again and working through another week of Jacob's technical difficulties over here. Hey, we will get through. We will survive. Anyway, for those of you who are new around here, my name's Jacob, and tonight I'm hanging out with my good friend Elaine. I met Elaine for the first time 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. We're not counting, right?
right.
She's been thriving though for an even longer time, and we're not going to count on that one either. No, I'll let her tell you here in a little bit. If she wants to, I'll even let her tell you how old she is. But for S and G's, let us know if you're tuning in live. Let us know if you're catching the replay. And if you're catching this part right here, she's virtual. She's on camera. She won't be able to beat you up or anything. Guess at this beautiful lady's age. Are you brave? Will you guess? Will you guess? She won't beat me up, I promise, because she is super proud
No.
of it. What we're going to talk about tonight actually is how she is able to move and groove like a freaking rock star at her age, honestly. And what's really cool is she's been doing this for a long time. She's an OG thriver. I've been doing this for 3 going on 4 years. And we all take the same thing pretty much every morning. I don't care if you're brand new or you've been thriving forever since it was created. We take 2 capsules first thing in the morning. This is actually, you have your choice, men's or women's. I've got men's here. We take 2 capsules in the morning before we even get out of the bed. As soon as we wake up, take them with a glass of water. 20 to 40 minutes later, and we call those jumper cables because like we get up and going with those 2 capsules. 20 to 40 minutes later, we mix up one of our lifestyle mixes. I've got candy cane, but you can get pumpkin pie, apple pie, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, whatever you want. We got something for you. You drink that down. It's not a meal replacement. It's not your typical protein shake. It's a lifestyle mix. It's full of pre and probiotics. So it's really going to get your gut health going and get those 2 capsules absorbing even more. It's going to get everything going where it's supposed to go. If you want a little more science behind the product, I'm probably not your guy. I've got PDFs if you need them, but get back with whoever shared this event with you or invited you. They will get the information to you if you want to know like the inside outs of it. And then finally, after we drink our lifestyle mix, we slap on the DFT. This is wearable nutrition. It's a foam sticker basically that adheres to your skin, and it provides all day long flow of the nutrition to you through your body's largest organ, through your skin. Genius, right? So, like I said, I've been doing this for going on 4 years now. And basically, the easiest way for me to explain it is I just feel good. If you really want to know, I'm going to need you to send a message to whoever invited you and be like, whatever he's talking about, hook me up. Let me know. I want to feel what he feels too. Because again, I feel really good. But that's enough about me. If you really want to know my story, catch us again on another Thriving Thursday at the end of the month. I got you. But tonight, it's all about Elaine. Elaine, take it away. Tell me, first of all, introduce yourself some, but tell us how you found Thrive, how it was introduced to you, a little bit about you before Thrive, and really what those products have done for you.
Well, first of all, I have to say you're absolutely right. It is all about me. No,
It
I'm an
is.
only
Anytime
child, so
you
I always
are here with me, it's about you.
so. How was I introduced to Thrive? Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a great evening, and I'm excited to be on here. I was introduced to Thrive almost 8 years ago. August 5th will be 8 years. And the funny thing is, I had been in network marketing, but never was successful. And so about 5 years prior to the person that contacted me, I was in the mortgage business, insurance and all that, and totally out of network marketing, direct sales, whatever your name is for it now. So a friend of mine by the name of Addie called up her friend because Addie was on vacation, and her grandson and her son and my grandson are best friends. So she told Sam, because it would get too confusing if I can't use names. She told Sam to call me because I do those things.
You do those things.
I do those things, those horrible things. Let me tell you, greatest thing that ever happened to me in my whole life. So she came over my house and my husband said, there's no way that you're going to get into anything. We've lost enough money. We're done. I said, okay, but I still have to sit down and listen to her. You know, it's my daughter's friend. And anyway, she comes in and tells the story. And she focused on the business more than the product because it was so new that we didn't even have the product yet. And they were just going on whatever somebody else said, who had the product. So she said, the beginning, so I lost my train. Okay, so she said to us, she said, well, you know, in your first 14 days, you could get, for every 800 in sales, you could get $660 back. And my husband, who was a numbers guy, went, excuse me, say that again? She said, yeah, you could do that again in your first 14 days. So he said, okay, we're in. Now, you have to know my husband. Talk about the word conservative. That's him. I mean, totally, you know. Of course, he's married to me, so he can't be that conservative. But
well, he has to balance you out, is what I'm
yes,
thinking
yes.
here.
Oh, definitely. I was like looking at him like he had three heads. So we got in, and within the first few days, I was told, and I'm giving you a little bit of background about the business because that's how it all started. But with you have to get 4 people, 2 promoters, 2 customers, 4 promoters, 4 customers. Promoters are business people. I did that. I called up everybody I knew and I said, I have no clue what this is, but talk to my girlfriend. And I got her on the phone, and then she got on somebody else. And they all said yes. I said, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. With it, that was on a Friday. On a Tuesday, I got a check in my back office for, am I allowed to say how much?
You can say,
Okay,
I'll cover your butt.
$1,320. You know, I don't know if we're supposed to talk money, you know, anyway. I thought I died and went to heaven. That was like amazing. In 4 days, are you kidding me? And then by the end of the month, I had earned my car bonus. Well, right before that, I got a mini iPad. And then after that, I earned my car bonus. Oh my gosh. What is
Okay.
going on? But let me back up, because in between there, finally, after like 3 weeks, I got the product. And I knew without a doubt in my mind, because for 20 years I took all kinds of vitamins, 30 vitamins a day. And I never felt anything from them, but I figured they must be doing something. And so I finally got the product, took the 2 capsules in the morning. I knew they weren't going to work, so, you know, I did it anyway. And then I took the lifestyle mix and put on the DFT, which is the patch that people call, or sticker. And I looked at Jeff and I said, I knew it. I don't feel anything. Do you feel anything? And of course, I think men are not as in tune with their body as we are. So he said, no, not really.
I'm going to
But
take it with grace, but okay.
you do agree or you don't?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what a woman feels in her body, but you're probably right.
Okay.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have
Okay.
that one.
Okay. So he said no. So I knew for sure it just wasn't going to work. So day 2, I took it again. That night, I was up till 12 o'clock. Now I get up at 5:30. I'm very active throughout the day, normally, but I never stay up till 12 o'clock. I'm like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm ready for bedtime. I was up till 12, didn't even realize it, and getting in touch with some other people from California and all. And then I looked at the clock and I said, oh my goodness, I have to go to bed. But of course, I knew I didn't feel anything. Had to be doing something, because that was totally different, but it was very subtle. Well, by day 3, I go to the gym. Oh my goodness. I was totally out of body. That's the only way I could describe it, because I felt so much energy, like more than I normally have. And I'm sure you could guess that I'm very high energy, always have been. So when I took Thrive, which everybody was saying how good they felt and everything, it wasn't what I had happen to me. That wasn't what I needed, you know. But when I took it on that day 3, I was jumping high impact. If nobody knows what that is, it's jumping in the air. You're not supposed to do that when you're over 40. I'm over 70. I'm almost 80, August 23rd. And of this year, it was like unbelievable. So it definitely was working. I said, oh my goodness. And my husband was in like a really good mood, but he still didn't realize that he was feeling anything. So,
You
but I
noticed it
saw a
before he
difference.
did.
Huh?
You noticed he felt good before
Oh, yeah,
he felt good.
definitely. He was more energized, everything. So the biggest thing, so Thrive does give you energy and it's supposed to help with joint discomfort. The biggest thing for me, so I will tell you that most people talk about, oh my goodness, they clean the house, how much energy. I was always like that. So that wasn't a biggie. What was a big thing to me was the joint discomfort. I didn't have a lot, but my back when I would work out would hurt a little. Um, my knees when I did squats occasionally would have little aches. My hip, by the 5th day on this product, it was all gone. I felt no joint discomfort whatsoever. It was amazing. And it's just gotten better and better. I was 71 when I started. So I kept asking everybody, on my team, what's my story going to be? Okay, so I had a little joint discomfort, but it wasn't enough to be debilitating. So what's my story? Everybody else has this incredible story. So I was asking everybody, and my husband said to me, you're asking the wrong question to people. The question that you need to ask is, would you be the same at 79 as you were at 71 without Thrive? Should have never said that to me. I did the dumbest thing ever. So I went off, which was a great question, because as good as I felt always, Thrive did make me feel a lot better. There was definitely a difference. I did have even more energy. So I went off of it. Supposedly I was supposed to do 5 days. So day 1, I didn't feel any difference. So that was good. By day 2, I was yawning all day. I was absolutely exhausted. By day 3, that was the day. Every bone in my body was hurting so bad. I felt like a truck ran over me. It was the worst day of my life. And I looked at my husband and I said, I'm back on tomorrow. This is horrible. So what I learned was that my 79-year-old body came out, because I would have a lot of aches and discomforts if I wasn't on Thrive. And as we all know, if you have any kind of achiness or joint discomfort or anything, it zaps your energy. So it's kind of all one thing. Your mental focus, which is also a big thing. I mean, that's another thing that I've noticed tremendously. My focus is like amazing. I used to do 2 or 3 things and they'd be wrong, but now I could do
At least you got to the point where they were wrong. For me,
Right.
I would spin in circles and they would never actually get done. I did a lot,
Oh,
but never
oh,
finished
no,
anything.
but that, and now I find that, you know, my mind is really, really clear. Um, and I'm able to really do a lot of things, a lot of multitasking and do it correctly. So, and that's important. Just to do multitasking is not, but that's what it's done for me. So physically, um, it's been a miracle, and financially, it's been wonderful. Um, just a little, pretty much my story. This weekend, we were at Thrive Palooza, and I dance. Dancing is my life. It gives me energy. It makes me feel alive. So we were Friday night, we had dancing, and every year I wear high heels, like 5 inch, because I'm 5 foot. So I swore I wasn't going to do that this year because I was like in agonizing discomfort for sure for 2 days, down for the count. So this year I did wear like a pretty tennis shoe, a high heel tennis shoe, like that. Anyway, I was dancing Friday night for about an hour, so not really that long. And he saw a whole crowd around me.
Well, it may not have been that long, but seriously, it took me back to that moment. I turned around and looked at one point, and if you've ever seen on the movies how people will form a circle, and there's always that one person in the middle of that circle just dancing, like they just have this dance and everybody's watching them. Well, that was Elaine. Friday night, she had a fan club. Like they formed the circle, and it was just like, go Elaine, go Elaine.
So that was there. Next morning, we had our training. And then Saturday night at 11 o'clock, we walked down to a restaurant bar, and they had a stage. And I jumped up on the stage and jumped down off the stage and danced all night. And my foot was killing me the next day. Little did I know that I had a hairline fracture. So I am in a boot. I went to the doctor yesterday, and she said, no surgery, but you have a hairline fracture. So I'm 3 weeks in a boot, but nothing will keep me down.
That's right. You got this. I watched you. You were moving around your room just fine a little bit ago. So for those of you who are hopping on maybe a little bit late or have been with us from the beginning, what Elaine did was actually a little bit different than the way I came in. She actually started her business for free before she started the products. So the really cool thing is that we don't really sell anything. We kind of just share stories because, like, she just shared her story with you. My story is a little bit different. Everybody who takes the product, well, when you take vitamins and minerals and nutritional supplements, it's going to affect everybody differently because everybody needs something a little bit different. So, anyway, Elaine heard a story from a friend, like most of us did. Elaine didn't experience that yet, but she trusted the friend and she went ahead and started a business with that. And before she even received her product in the mail, she was able to obtain what we call VIP bonuses. And they are something you can obtain or run for, I guess, right out of the doors, first 14 days when you join us. And the company allows you to, the first VIP bonus you can achieve is, we call it the VIP 800. And you can earn $660 in cash and bonuses and credits through that. And if you're feeling froggy and you're hungry and you want some more, like Elaine obviously did, you do it again in that first 14 days and you double that, and you can get the 660 in cash, credit, and bonuses again within the first 14 days. So she killed it like a boss out of the gates. Me personally, it took me a little bit longer to hit that first one, and I didn't even get the second one, but it doesn't matter because everybody's journey is a little bit different. And here I am all this time later, still running and sharing and just telling stories. And I've hit other bonuses throughout, and it didn't stop me. She has continued going. And you said you got your auto bonus. What that means is second rank of our company. only the second rank. You don't have to be at the tippy top or anything like that. The company will actually pay for you to drive your current car if you want, and that's $300 a month. Or if you choose to go get a luxury vehicle like we all really deserve in life is luxury, the company will pay you $800 a month for that. So super awesome. If you guys are a little bit curious though about what the business opportunity could do to change your life the way that it has Elaine's, or if you're like, dude, I don't care if I can make money, I just want those products, we can do that for you too. Because I guarantee that once you start taking those products, you're gonna love how good you can feel. And later on, if you decide you want to make some money while you do that, you can do that too. So anything else you've got before we hop off of here, Elaine?
Yeah, it's just to tell you that my husband, when I went off of it, he said, "Don't look at me to go off of it." He would never,
Oh my
never
God.
stop. It's just,
Don't stop. Don't
I
stop.
will tell you real fast, this company not only has good benefits, financially, and the product's awesome, but it's people like Jacob and the friends that we meet and make through the years. It's like nothing you could replace. We've made so many good friends and helped so many people to feel better, but the friendships through this whole pandemic,
Oh my gosh.
we
Yeah.
were we were all together. We didn't really feel what a lot of other people felt. I mean, it wasn't wonderful,
I
but
mean,
it was way better.
technology, thank God for it. I'm so glad that we had Zoom. The community, though, I mean, we were familiar already. We had been using Zoom and products like that pre-pandemic, so I feel like we had a little bit of a leg up there. But thank goodness we did have that option to get together virtually over the course of the last year and still share back and forth with the community that we have as thrivers. And oh, yes, you're so right. That, is one of the huge, the best pieces of this is the group of friends. Because let's face it, I'm in Maryland, you're in Maryland, but I probably would have never found you down in Baltimore. I don't know. You're pretty loud. I would have known you were in the room if
Ev-
you were ever able to be in
Everybody
the
walked
room.
up to
But
me.
again, thank goodness, Thrive enter both of our lives. You guys, whoever invited you to this event tonight, just say, hey, I want to know a little bit more. And if you want, let us know how you're feeling on it because you're going to absolutely love whatever experience you have around here. Have a good evening.